need that. Where you get that from? I need those. Woo, that's bright. My eyes hurt. Your paper over there. You see it?
What's up, Tyrone? It's the chill side.
Hey.
You know, you get a shout out, Ty.
Ty get a shout out. She watching my kids. Shout out.
Is she?
Because she the homie, period. We live?
What's up, T?
Oh, yo, I'm with you. Sorry what happened to the camera. The studio camera. Can I touch it?
Oh.
I didn't know if I should touch it or not. That's why.
What happened? Y'all broke some shit?
No.
Yep.
It's not.
Don't lie.
It's not in the right position.
Yeah, she can't help it. She can't help it. My nigga shout out for that babysit.
It still feel like it's crooked a little bit.
Oh, let me hit that over there. That bottle over there. I need a bottle.
Shout out to the Plug Detroit.
I don't want to talk.
Here you go again.
For real. Bring it here. I don't want to talk unless I got a buzz. So my only days drinking is Thursdays now. And birthdays. Thursdays and birthdays.
I made it, mama.
I made it, mama.
Oh my god.
I made it, mama.
All
Alright, somebody get off it.
Alright.
Somebody get off of here.
That's just my philosophy. Misery loves company, and I don't need the misery. House full of baby bottles like I run a nursery. Drop top, red bird,
Alright, love y'all, man. Look into the, what I'm about to share, the Black Magic page. If you ain't find it, go on Facebook. Search Black Magic. Like the page.
how I'ma take it seriously. Cooking up the groceries. Same color t-shirt, you gotta have a burger free.
All ready?
What's up, y'all? It's Black Magic. We back and we black. Blacker than ever this week.
Blacker than last week.
Per usual. We're going to get into some serious topics tonight. Well, one serious topic, welfare, and then another topic, black men don't cheat. So
we don't.
Make sure y'all tap in, call in, dial in, watch the live. We live. It's Black Magic. We'll be back to y'all in a second.
Good job, guys.
I gotta go to like the follow y'all first, like your first.
I'm on group FaceTime, me and Nama.
The page got a white face.
Half back sweet, I'ma pass it to my bros. Fake kick, I'ma let my brother.
Man, I gotta meet White Berry. Berry White. I gotta meet.
You can come down Friday tomorrow. Every Friday.
10 bands in the right hand. 10 bands in my left hand. Santa Claus bag.
Shit is like a hustle.
Get a phone. You see the red Lamborghini as I hit the corner. Why you got it?
What's up, y'all? It's Black Magic. We back. It's me, Diamond.
Ronnie Robone in the house. Double R if
James.
you're nasty.
And a king.
King James, how y'all doing out there?
I'm great.
I'm pretty good too. I had a busy week. You know, shout out to all the kindergartners. Actually, shout out to all the kids that are graduating this week,
Yes.
last week, next week. Shout out to all the graduates, what grade you're in, whatever age. Congratulations and all of that. I know my daughter just graduated from kindergarten, and my son had his little preschool,
That's a beautiful thing, man. I wish I had some
they had a
kids.
little party. So shout out to them.
You talking about?
It's cute.
What you talking about?
That baby do not have my eyes, bro. Like,
And then got to start taking care of
No,
their kids.
That's a whole other topic. All right.
My grandma used to call them illegitimate children.
Bastards. If you watch,
Oh my Lord.
if you watch Game of Thrones, that's what they call it. They call it bastards, or their last name is Snow. But that's a whole other topic, y'all. I don't got no kids, y'all. I'm going through the process of finding out that this baby is mine, but I'm like 99.9%. Just like what they say on Maury's show.
Come out doing
Don't have me
on
running to the
stage.
back, man. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's crazy.
They was fixing documents on there.
Man, listen,
No.
they be doing everything. But anyways, how was your week, bro?
My week was alright, a little hectic, but it was okay. You gotta stay positive.
You got to. Optimism is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? The glass is always half full, even if it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you think. Thoughts control our every movement. You know what I'm saying? It's all about energy. So if you keep positive energy flowing in,
Yeah.
that's what you're gonna receive, man. You know what I mean? You gotta give and get. My week was crazy. Let me tell y'all some of my bus chronicles. You know, I'm on the 560 bus to the 8 Mile to Woodward every day. Now listen, these women on the bus, they act like they ain't women on the bus. They act like you less than them because you trying to holler at them because you on the bus with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a terrible, like, I really don't want to talk to you because you ain't got no car either. You know what I'm saying? So, we just gonna try to make it work, right? But if we can't make it work, we can still make it work. You hear me? But the girls on the bus is just like too bougie, like they riding in a coupe or something, but you sitting behind me on the bus. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to shout out to all the Dejas out here because
Oh my Lord. They do not have to be side chicks. Oh, I'm sorry.
Shout-
The designated name.
shout out to the Dejas out here in the world that's willing to talk to a man on the bus. You hear me? You hear me? Because I got it popping, baby. You hear me? And I ain't about to be on the bus too long. I'm just making do with what I got to do. Boss bumming. You remember that one?
Period.
Boss bumming. You hear me? I'm
Yeah, I
making
mean-
it through. So, like, listen, I had I had a white guy, an older white man. He had to be about in his late 50s, 60s. And I'm waiting on the bus after I got finished cutting some grass, cutting my auntie grass. And the white man like, hey, you got some crank? Now, first of all, I don't know what crank is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was meth or something. Cause
You
I
know what
heard-
crank is.
I thought it was meth. No, that's what I thought. I didn't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, bro, I don't deal in drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to work. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my Lord.
So, anyways, the bus comes. This fool ain't even got $2 to get on the bus. So how is you gonna buy some crank?
Man, shout out to the Dejas that's gonna put up with Raw Bone.
Oh,
Man,
yes, because
My life is a movie. It's hectic, but I'm still optimistic.
Because
we still
the
gonna keep
story.
on going, man. We still gonna keep on pushing. Watch out for crank, like, and people who want it. You know what I'm saying? It's all bad. It's all bad out there. But other than that, my week has been beautiful. I had a great time last Thursday. Last Thursday we went out to where is it?
350 Terrace on
350
the
Terrace
rooftop.
on the rooftop.
Top of the music hall.
Man, we had a ball. I felt like I was in like a year post high school. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
it was
saying?
definitely a hangover part for a moment.
Yeah,
So
we had fun. We had fun. And
Yo.
y'all should come out. You know what I'm saying? It's a great time. It's a great time. But on to other things. The big topic of the day is was welfare created to?
Destroy the black family.
Yeah.
You know, skip the most
Dun
part.
dun dun.
We ain't promoting nobody because y'all ain't paying. Flat out. If y'all don't want to pay, we not shouting you out.
Share no
Unless we
pages,
love
nothing.
you. So, and with that being said, shout out to Tyronda and Fly by Ty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's
Shout out
doing
to
her
the Plug
thing.
Detroit. They, provided me with this T-shirt for tonight.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah, the Plug Detroit did.
Shout out
And,
my one. Not with the pink in it though.
all right, well, and I bumped into Chino. He got the Panda Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn.
Okay,
Yeah.
I had
We
ran
went to school
into
together.
him last weekend, and he said, let him know whatever shit.
Hey, all right, well, shout out
Vargas
to
and Reyes. They
we
said
gonna
it's
figure out how to
whatever.
pronounce the brand that you got because it's like Quincy like something. It's a red. It's a panda. All right, and if you've seen it around here, you know something.
Yeah. Period. So shout out to them. Anyways, y'all. Ooh. It's a fly in the studio.
It's a fly in the studio. Somebody
All right.
trying to bring it out.
Get it.
We got distracted.
So anyways, y'all, to get back into the topic, what are you? Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all talk first. But do y'all honestly think that welfare was created to destroy the black family specifically?
No. Yeah, it wasn't created to destroy the black family. I think it was used to destroy the black family.
Ooh.
It was
Okay.
created for white families during the war. They created not military, I'm sorry. They created welfare programs. It wasn't established till the 1930s, but they created welfare programs for white families. So I feel like
So how black people get into it? It was only for white people.
that's how they got into it. So you say like back in the 60s and 50s, 70s, they started needing help. So when black mothers wanted help from the government, they made them basically say, is the father living there? If the father living there, you can't get no assistance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like either the father leave, you know what I mean? If you stay, you're not getting nothing. If you leave, then you get all the benefits you want.
So my view on it is definitely. It was not necessarily not definitely. It wasn't necessarily created for black people or for a woman to, but the necessities to get put on welfare, you can't have a black man in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the system, these Willie Lynch letters and how they broke up the man from being in the house with his family. You know what I'm saying? That plays into it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with you where you come from, where like it's been used as a tool
been
to
used as
like
a
break
tool.
up because you can't like
That
a
wasn't
woman
a-
with kids can't have a man living
That wasn't
in
a
her.
requirement for white women.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't a requirement. So,
So-
even if the father was in the house as a white family, the
Right.
father was there, they still got benefits.
It's a tough world we live in. What do you think, Chelsea?
Well,
Diamond.
it's interesting because although I don't feel like it was specifically designed to like y'all said, it wasn't designed to break us apart, but it was definitely used when I had my first child. Me and her father were, my husband now, wasn't my husband at the time. Weren't, we were living together.
Right.
And so, we did try to like kind of tweak this. Oh, yo, I don't know if I should say that. But like,
Gotta tweak the
Working.
system.
Yeah.
I remember just basically saying that I was homeless in order to get all the benefits that I was able to get. And then I also remember going into the DHS office and them telling me that, oh, well, we better call CPS since you homeless. And I was like, oh, well, I'm about to get on out of here. And I just, you know what I'm saying, went on chase them waterfalls.
So, have you ever been on like Section 8?
No.
Have you ever received food stamps?
Yeah, absolutely. And I honestly was doing that before I even had kids. When I was a student, when I was just living by myself, I had applied for help. But as an individual who they don't feel like need assistance, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a
But you see how they try to use that too? Instead of trying to find a shelter or a place for you to go, they want to call CPS and take your kids away from you.
So
You know what I'm
I
saying?
later found out that she was completely wrong. Because even
Yeah.
after I complained, you know, I waited 3 hours on hold for Lansing, whatever they tell you. You know, you gotta wait all
That's
day
KK
on
Capital.
hold for them to pick up the phone. And I reported her. I'm like, yo, they were like, nah, you know, and so
Can't do that.
they replaced another worker, but at the same time, then they even pressured me into telling them who the father was, and if I could, you know, just like you were saying, if I didn't tell them, and I'm just like, okay, obviously there's no shame, and I have no problem telling you know what I'm saying, who my children are by, but
I shouldn't have to do all that for help. That's the point of assistance.
you know what I'm saying? Because regardless,
Like-
he got his own type of, he needs his own type of assistance. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
assistance
Right,
from
right.
the fines that the police put on you. You know, he needs his own type of, it need to be their own type of system that they get support for that type of stuff. And it's like you're constantly like pulling yourself out of a hole. You know, black families already deal with like credit issues and things just from not
all right,
knowing.
so
So it's like, all right, if I apply for assistance, obviously I just need assistance. Like I don't need you to just cut. You know what I'm
They
saying?
should give it to you because we got to pay it back. So it's
At
like,
the end
what's
of
the
the
point
day,
of having assistance?
you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you know, it just had went so far to the point that I was just finally like, all right, here go the father. Like,
Right.
boom. Tell the world. You know what I'm saying? And then they wanted to put him on child support. And I was like, why? We live together.
Yeah,
Why
what's the
would I
point of
have him?
assistance?
Why would I have him send y'all a check so you can take your cut and send it right back to
Right.
my house? The same
And
address.
The same address. Me and my kid's mother tried that once, and I told her, forget the government, we good.
It's a mess.
So what is all right? Look,
The
because I really
whole
don't.
system is in shambles.
I really don't
so I
understand.
really know my stance right now.
I don't really understand, like, because I don't have kids or whatnot, so I never really. I got food stamps before. That was like getting out of jail, though. You know what I'm saying? You qualify for food stamps and whatnot.
It's
But
hard
what
to
are
get
the
that
what are the
if you ain't got
requirements
kids.
for getting put on welfare? What is like welfare?
I hate
like,
the word welfare, too.
I know, but all right. Welfare was what, Section 8, right? Food stamps, cash
Welfare and
assistance.
Section 8 is two different things.
Is they?
Yeah.
So what is welfare? WIC.
WIC, food stamps,
That's a different program.
Medicaid.
But that,
Yeah,
that-
you're right.
they
WIC
all-
is not welfare because we got WIC, but we didn't get no assistance.
welfare. All right, so look.
And shout out to it because honestly, WIC
WIC saved.
Look
WIC
how
saved.
protected-
They ain't gonna
WIC-
do it.
WIC the man,
WIC
all right?
did this
Period.
thing for us. I ain't gonna
So
lie.
what do WIC
it was
provide
like-
you with?
You ain't gotta pay WIC back. Shout out to WIC.
Provided you with formula,
Formula,
veggies,
food, King Vitamin. Shout out to
milk,
King Vitamin.
cereal.
Diapers.
Like you can go down the aisles at the grocery store and see WIC eligible items. You can buy like
Juice.
So it's like a
beans,
Juicy juice.
juice,
like an EBT
yes.
type of thing, right?
Yeah, but better. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to,
You
you
have to pay
know,
it back.
And
and
then what's the limit?
up until the kid's 5.
Yeah.
Oh, so you could just always go. Oh, but that's welfare.
And on top
Right.
of that, they
No, welfare you
some
gotta
of the
pay back.
requirements.
You must
say-
pay back welfare. If you get welfare, you must pay back. The father must pay that back.
What is all right?
I mean,
I'm
they're gonna
confused,
take it
y'all.
somewhere.
Yeah.
What is welfare?
Welfare is like, you know, a
Food
bridge card.
stamps.
If I mean, that's what it's EBT.
Food
I mean,
stamps, cash
food
assistance.
stamps, cash
assistance.
cash
all right,
assistance.
yeah,
Yeah.
So all that
Some insurance like Medicaid.
Some help for your
Medicaid. All right, all right.
emergency help.
Yeah,
for
Section 8
people
And in
Yeah.
order to
Housing
get on
system.
welfare,
You have to make a certain amount of income.
you have to make a certain amount of income.
Less than amount of income.
The
You have
father
to have
must not be
children.
around.
The father
You
must
have to
not be
put your
around.
father
Or
on child
collectively,
support.
you have to make, you
So,
know,
oh.
under this amount. Impoverished wages.
You can't have a job.
Welfare
for,
definitely broke up the black family, y'all. Definitely. If you can't have a father around, and this goes back to slave. You know, I'm big on history. This goes back to the slave times when they separated the father out of the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's just okay. It's like this. They denied us. I could have easily went on about my business and like forget my situation, but welfare couldn't break up me and my family. I stayed there as a man and did what I had to do.
I understand that. But we're talking about women that are willing to
Yeah.
give up, like
I'm saying I know what you mean, but at a
having a
certain
man
point,
for
man, we
these
have to stop
benefits.
blaming a lot of things on white people, bro. So
I'm not
'cause we-
blaming it
'cause
on
we
white
short.
people.
Well, no, white people
I'm
created
blaming it on
something.
the system and how things is designed to get
Who
people out
created the
of.
system?
White people.
All right,
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. No,
You know, like they did try to use it to destroy us. That's a fact, especially in the 70s and 80s.
yeah.
They really used it to
I
start
just
destroying.
feel like
But
I just feel like it wasn't necessarily used to destroy us. I just feel like it was another obstacle in our way.
good point.
You know,
Good point.
because like we already had everything stacked against us,
Mhm.
and then we didn't have the education. The reading was discouraged, and so it's like, you know, we just didn't have the
Right, so
Right,
people
too.
took the cop out. Welfare
Yeah, a
is
lot
a
of-
plea.
A lot of black
But
men
you don't know
took
any
the cop
better.
out.
Just like last week when we were talking about the kids, and, you know, got accused of doing this. It's like when you don't know your rights, when you just don't know what's going on and the words being thrown at you, you gonna say whatever, do whatever, or you gonna
Right.
do less to just fit the means to where though you feel like you need this help. So many times we seek help when we're desperate.
Right.
If we ain't desperate, we ain't going to go get no help, you know? And so a lot of times what that means is though, along that come with it though, is we also not planning for the future. So if you ain't planning for the
Right.
future on top of like, you just willing to just dug it out until it's the last drop or dime or last swallow in the container, you know? Then you come out swinging and then you just like, you're gonna settle for whatever's being handed at you. And it ain't much. It's not real livable wages for real like that.
Mhm.
I mean, and that's why it's so much like EBT selling and, you know what I'm saying, all of that. And just like, you know,
Just like
just
what?
like these comments, I'm sorry, I read the comments on Facebook. But like, you know, you're gonna settle for whatever when you don't know your rights and you don't feel like there's anything else being offered to you.
Okay, so Alicia Hunter, and I think she in Philly because she
Yeah, that's
called
my
it-
cousin. Shout out, Lee. Hey,
cousin, shout out. She said, "Man, in Philly, the men apply for welfare like it's a job." Nah,
Michigan
look,
too.
that's everywhere, man. I wouldn't call them men,
And
though.
that was
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
my
And
point.
yeah,
though.
and
I wouldn't
just-
call
Though.
them type of people
But
men. You know
that's
what
and
I'm
what I'm
saying?
just like Keisha said, if men use welfare as an excuse to abandon their responsibility, that's not the government's
That's
fault.
not the
And that
government's
goes
fault.
into
That's
what
what
you
I
were
was
saying,
talking
Jen.
about.
That I didn't just conform to or dumb myself. Sorry, excuse me. And I dumb myself down, but you know, if I ain't just want to shrink myself into the little bracket, I just
Exactly.
handle my business and leveled up. You know what I'm
Leveled
saying?
up.
So it's like it can't really be divisive if you let it.
Let it.
However, if there's things stacked against you to where you not really
Mhm.
afforded the education or the space, the peace of mind to even know these things, then yeah, it is.
I know men who work 2-3 jobs not to be on welfare.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? If welfare deny you and you got one job, then go find
All right,
another
so-
one for your family.
What time is it?
We about to
You know
kick
what
it
I'm
into
saying?
What
a
time
little
is it?
commercial break because we
What
late.
time is it? Is we late?
We late.
Before we go into a commercial break,
yeah.
let me ask this. How do y'all feel about child support?
I'm for it.
Let the ladies speak
I
first.
feel like if there's a need for me to put you on child support, you need to be paying child support.
I ain't on child support. There ain't no need for
Because
me. So
I do feel like the courts. Now I know somebody who just. Oh yo, we gonna have to cut to a commercial, y'all.
We gotta cut to a commercial. We're gonna come back. Call in.
Because
Please call in.
I got a story to
The
tell.
number is 313 868
0331.
0331.
That's
That's
313-868-0331. Y'all call in. Black
Please
Magic,
call
baby.
in.
We be back.
Okay.
I know. I like
So we
that.
can continue this
Like
conversation
when you
now.
pay child support,
We gonna
they
continue.
Hey, hey,
get money too. I don't like that.
So,
Cause you know
More
it goes from
research.
it's like 18,
Because
07 to 820, and
the
then
my
it's
issue with
12 to 831.
my issue with welfare is the stigmatism of black people, but it's more white people on welfare than
I know,
black
yeah,
people.
that was next. I was
Yeah,
about to
that's what I was about to break that
That's
out.
what you talking to.
I
We can talk
definitely
about this a lot. That'll
You know
be
what you
the-
fucking
you know
with.
what I'm
It's 10% more of white people on welfare.
And they get
Actually,
their
it's 11.2.
And when y'all talk about child support, I'm gonna have to hop in there because I'm for child support.
Is there any way to turn it down this year without
But-
turning it down?
One thing I got an issue with child support is all the money don't go to the mother. The system get paid too.
Absolutely.
But
That's
as
what
they
I'm saying.
should,
I'm not about to
if-
send you a check. Just to
No,
send it back to the
no,
same
no,
address.
no,
I agree with that.
No, they get paid because just like you get tickets and processing for have to go to court, you have to pay for that as well.
Okay, that's
But-
different than child support.
But
It just depends on the living
if she on
situation.
welfare,
Uh-huh.
a portion, yeah, they want their money back. Ain't nobody
That's
got to
the
take care
point
of you
of
for free.
assistance and help. If I gotta pay you back, I don't need your help.
Commercial break right now.
Yeah,
Well,
because
if you
there's some
would-
people who
it-
never
I'm
get
not
off
talking
of
about
it.
you.
Yeah, I know what you mean though.
But it's some men. If you was taking care of your kid, she wouldn't have to be on child support in the first place.
That's
I
a little
mean,
more.
But
government
let's
is-
But
not
this is the thing too about a
forget
lot of
about
men.
the
Like,
bitter
we
baby
let's just say
mamas.
we behind, right?
Like-
Let's just say we 500 behind. We only owe 1,000, 500 behind.
I feel you.
Now the court's going to tax you an extra 300 for their money.
And-
What
I
is taxing me
personally,
for?
me
And
and
they
my
taking
child
him to jail,
father
and
was
ain't
together
nobody
when I
getting
put him on
paid
child
if he
support.
in
We were
jail.
living together. This was
Cold-blooded.
not no, because I told him I'm not married.
What's up, my
18 years a long time, and I know how that nigga was. I'm not married until I'm married. Until you commit to me, you're gonna be on child support. I told him that before I got pregnant. So
What's up, Dad?
you thought I was playing.
Man, bring me down there.
So I don't ask if they give me $100. They right now I was getting 6. Now I'm getting like 120 every 2 weeks. I don't ask
You was
for
getting
more than what I
$600?
get at all.
You
I
was
don't
getting
call that man.
$600?
Yeah.
You know,
Every 2 weeks?
another flaw to that
No.
though. Let's just say I don't work, so I just give y'all $25 every week. That money don't go to y'all at all. That money goes straight to them.
No, they give me my money.
They give you
Cause
$25.
I'm not on assistance.
No, they're gonna give.
They give you all the money when you're not on assistance.
Man, listen.
No, they still take the. They
They
take.
take a little bit.
They
It
take
ain't
a
a
little
lot.
bit.
Listen.
Yeah, that's crazy. That
They
is
still
crazy
do.
to me.
It's like.
It's
Like,
not a lot
If
though.
you,
But
but
still, they supposed to
but
be
if
up
you're
for
not on
y'all.
assistance, that's even. I mean, like that's even more reason why.
I think he paid like $25 or $25 every time they take it out or whatever. That's not a lot. They have to. It's because they
I
have
just feel like it
Because
all
they
should
have
go
to be
to
a.
y'all.
You shouldn't have to be a
Honestly, sometimes
mediator.
that $25 be worth the hassle because I'm not about to.
Because
be
you
meeting up
shouldn't,
with
right? You shouldn't be.
at
They should have to be a
McDonald's, and then we
mediator.
about to
No,
square
I
up.
just, they want to be mediators though. They made themselves
But they
mediators.
know you made the.
No,
why get the
That's
$25
what I said.
Whatever child
If
support
I
make
gotta
them
They
meet up
made
with
them
you
mediators
admire,
once
and
you
we
sign
gonna
that
fight?
birth certificate
Nah.
We gotta get back
as a man
to the show, y'all.
and you get some shit, you automatic on child support. They made their own self mediators.
All right, y'all. So
No, not. I had to go sign it. Make him. I had to sign him up for it. They didn't do it off
If you
birth.
signed the birth certificate and you started getting assistance, they made themselves mediators.
Oh yeah, so you get your
Yeah,
certificate.
we
You
ready.
know what I'm saying?
You live.
what's up, y'all? It's Black Magic. We back. Shout out to the Facebook discussion group, Black Magic FM. If you're listening right now, find us on Facebook, Black Magic FM, the Facebook page, Black Magic, the Facebook discussion group. We're talking about all this and we're reading your comments live. So we have to get on to our next little side topic tonight, which is what's that?
Side topic. Black men do
don't
not cheat. Huh. It's a fact.
Big fact.
Lil
It's a-
Duval, I mean, honestly, this is something that Charlamagne always preaches. Black men don't cheat, you know, obviously. But,
First of all, look. Like,
Black man.
a lot
doesn't
of people
cheat. I
don't
don't know
get
about
it.
boys.
a lot of people don't get it. We're talking about men and we're talking about a male. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference. If you're a man, you're handling your responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? You're loyal to a T. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, there's no reason for you to cheat. You know what I mean? Like me, myself, I'm not going to cheat on my girl. Like, I'll break up with you before I cheat just because that's the type of person I am.
So there's no reason to have a side piece, right?
Yes, there is a reason to have a side piece. But my girl know about my side piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not cheating. You hear me? It's polygamy. You hear me? You ever Yeah, you know about polygamy. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm single now. You hear me? But if you're a man, you're not gonna betray your woman's trust, your queen's trust. You know what I'm saying? Period. So when the saying goes, black men don't cheat, we're talking about a different caliber of male species than what you're dealing with. Because a lot of females can't even understand it.
Yeah.
I
Not
posted
talking
it
about
this morning.
street dudes.
We're
Not
not
talking about hustlers.
It might be some street dudes, you know what I'm saying, that's loyal to I know some street guys that's like
When I was in my street thing, there wasn't no loyalty. I'm just being honest with you.
that's you. Speak for yourself.
You were doing the same thing,
I
black
was.
man. Be honest.
I was.
Shout out to the
But
street thing.
shout out to Deja. You hear me? Deja,
Yeah,
you
a lot
always
of Dejas.
A lot of Dejas.
A lot of Dejas.
For real. But the gist of the saying is about being a man, and it's also a saying to bring awareness to men that you don't gotta cheat on your girl. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty. Look, everybody. I think everybody wants that real relationship. You know what I'm saying? You cheat because you're not getting something that you need. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not keeping it real with that person. You know what I mean? Because it's one of the two. Either way it goes.
I just hate the stigma like all black men ain't good and all black women is bees. Like
Right.
I'm
What I
tired of the
know.
two stigmas.
Right. Like my granddaddy ain't never cheated. Well, I don't know. But what I know from what I seen.
Hey, them 12
From
kids
what
in
I
my
seen,
head wasn't all
my
his.
granddaddy ain't never cheated on my grandma. Dog. Like
Them
he
10,
always
12 kids grandma had one all his. Trust me.
I got a story for y'all, right? I got a story for
I
y'all.
got aunties don't even look like my uncles and aunties.
I go over to my grandma's house every Sunday, dog. I go over to my grandma's house every Sunday, and she cook every Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So, I go over there one Sunday, and she like, George, why is this mattress soiled? She thought he had a hole. Now, mind you, they like 78 and 80. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? She was livid. You know what I mean? She really thought my granddaddy had another girl up in there. You know what I'm saying? And this is just this
Brought
goes
back
on. This,
memories.
yeah, man, dog.
He must have did some things back in the day.
I don't know, but I know my granddaddy is not capable.
And you
of
had to
cheating.
worry about all them
lemonade.
diseases
Yeah,
back then.
she went crazy.
You
She
didn't
said
have to
she
worry
called
about
me.
diseases like you do now.
Man,
So
she
I know
called
he
me
was doing that
upstairs.
thing back
She
then.
called me upstairs, bro, like, Ronnie, look at this sheet. I'm like, Grandma, I don't know. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so funny, though. It was so cute. You know what I mean? Because they was on some stuff like they was 22, 23. You know, like, hold on, why is this girl texting you? Like, type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Man, it was the funniest thing. But all this to say, if you a man, you're not gonna disgrace your woman by cheating on her. Period.
If y'all friends first, that's the most important thing in a relationship is friendship.
Oh, definitely. And communication. And
Yeah.
comprehension. You know what I'm saying? But if you got those three things, you're bound to go far with your significant other. There's no reason
What
to
you
cheat.
think make black men cheat?
We the most wanted and most neglected thing in the world.
Most wanted. I don't know about neglected.
We definitely neglected, bro.
We at the bottom, but we
That's
not the
neglected.
most.
Who's
You
neglected?
already
more than
know
black
the
man?
black woman. Don't get me started.
Oh,
Yes,
you was so
yes.
Not
right.
get me
He
started.
knows.
So
He
right.
already
You
knows.
so right, bro.
Started.
You so right. You so
She's
right.
at the bottom of the totem pole, and it's sickening.
It is sickening. But we cherish our queens. We cherish our queens. It's different. It's different. It's levels to this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we need
Like-
to level her up.
We do, and I do. You know what I'm saying? I know you do. You know what I'm saying? So it's a challenge to all
But I'm
black
just saying,
men that's
we
watching
all
this
do.
and that's listening. Like, respect your queen. Charge her up, because she is definitely charging you up. You know what I'm saying? They definitely are who, like, I don't understand. See, I was raised by a strong, respected black woman. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way I can't love, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
exactly.
a black woman. You know what I mean? My mama taught me how to put on the condom. You know what I'm saying? Not my daddy. You know what I mean? And with that being said, like, there's so much that I learned from her. You know what I'm saying? Just based off how she moves through the
Right.
world. You know what I'm saying? How she and me seeing the things that she got to go through.
That's
you know what I'm
another
saying?
statement too. I hate that black woman can't raise a son.
Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie. Because
I
my
just
mama
don't
definitely
understand
raised,
that. I mean, it make it a
definitely
little
raised
harder,
us.
you know what I mean, not having that father there for some discipline. But to say a black woman can't raise her own child, it's kind of ridiculous. A lot of black women been raising their own sons for
But
hundreds
there's
of
also, see, like, that's what I mean, like, with its levels to it. Because there's also women out here that can't raise a son. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's women out here that's way too immature or, like, too partied out, burnt out, you know what I'm saying, to do right by their children. You know what I'm saying? They worried about themselves. But there's also women that do their thing. Like these women's right here, you know what I'm saying? Diamond
The
Management. Follow her on Instagram, Diamond
Women's,
Management.
period.
Women. One over there, another one back there, you know what I'm saying? That we worship.
Queen Nita.
You know what I'm saying? That we worship because y'all are mothers of civilization. Y'all don't understand.
Period.
And a lot of men don't understand.
They mothers of melon civilization.
They
They are the birth
definitely
and the
started
creators.
everything. They definitely started everything. So we gotta bring more attention to our women. We gotta bring more attention to the men to let them know that you're not gonna disrespect this queen like this. You know what I'm saying? We gotta cut into these chumps out here because there's a lot of chumps out here. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of these dudes don't take care for themselves.
No,
ain't a problem.
You ain't talking about. You ain't saying nothing in 5
But
minutes.
black men don't cheat. Maybe black
Because
boys.
honestly,
Black men do not
Black
cheat.
men don't
soaking
cheat.
up
We
all
must
the
go by the
love
words
and
that we
appreciation
use, and
from
we
black
use
women.
black men.
You
know
was
what
soaking
I'm
it up.
saying?
I was soaking up all the love and appreciation from black women.
deserve that.
There
Oh,
are,
man.
so
I
many
think
people
y'all should
out
have your
here
own holiday.
that don't.
But that's just me personally.
I mean, yeah, we should. You know,
I'm just saying, like,
black
it's just
women
me
support
personally.
everyone, and I know that this is
Forget
so
Mother's Day, we just need a
side
Black
topic-y,
Women's Day.
But
You know what day I think it
is
should
what
be?
It is.
March 4th,
Why March
March
4th?
the 4th.
because that's 304. I'm saying.
See, he just playing around.
I'm
This
just
is
playing.
what
Those
I'm
was
talking
jokes.
We don't
about.
want that
Those
guy.
was jokes. Those was jokes.
That's y'all mouth.
Those was jokes.
That's raw bone for y'all. So
Raw
you know what I'm
bone.
That
saying.
ain't the day
Hey.
we want.
That ain't the day y'all want. That ain't the day y'all gonna get at all. That was funny though. That was
March the 4th.
March
That was
the 4th.
funny. I'll give it to you.
But black men don't cheat. It is a fact. It's definitely something that is horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Yeah. Y'all silly.
Yeah, they know what the king talking about. They know king spit that knowledge.
We definitely got to spit some knowledge. We definitely got to tell our people. We definitely got to tell our women.
Stop being so sensitive too when we talk about the black women. You man out there so sensitive when we praise black women, uplift them. Like I
I've
need to
seen
cut
it
that out,
literally.
man. A lot of
I've
y'all claim that
witnessed
y'all
it.
man, but black men don't be sensitive like that, bro.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta
Definitely.
cut that out, man. We uplifting each other. Y'all say now uplift the black woman, but y'all want her to uplift y'all. Make it make sense for me. Y'all want her to protect us, cherish us, provide for us, take care of us,
Hide
but
that
we don't want to
stash.
do the same thing in return.
That's stash.
Like, come on, man. We gotta cut that nonsense out, man.
We do. We gotta step up to par. You know what I'm saying? Like we have been slacking, and not just men, women too. You know what I'm saying? We all hold accountability into this crisis that's going on in our community. We can't allow media, social influences, what's the people that be on Instagram like promoting, what they call it, impressionists or something like that? What they call it? Influencers like to shape what we know is right. You know what I mean? They're trying to change the agenda. You know, it's definitely agenda against us as a people, as a culture. Black love definitely matters. You know what I'm saying? But love, period, matters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but we must love each other first.
we gotta
before
love
we
each
can
other.
anybody
man.
else.
And that's the whole thing. I
Just
hate
period.
that I got so much
And
flack.
black
because
love don't mean hate towards others. It means loving ourselves. Stop looking at each other as strangers. Stop dissing each other. Stop disrespecting each other. We must love each other first. We're not loving each other. We don't show each other respect. We don't speak to each other out in public. We walk past each other with an attitude, with a grin. You know what I'm saying? But we smile when we see white faces. I'm just saying.
Yes. And I've seen this like firsthand, like just working downtown and just being downtown in a lot of these restaurants and different things like that and these hotels. Like black people, I understand that we get in these jobs and these places where you need to kind of like hold up your chin and stand up straight.
Do the white people smile?
And it's
What's the
like-
white people smile?
But my
Do the white people smile? Just the white
I mean,
people.
white people. Well, I mean, it's just like we don't
We
get.
gotta talk.
I'm just saying, like, I can walk. I manage a podcast every Friday night, and I see how the white guests are greeted versus when I walk in there and I'm greeted, and you know, I can speak on any language level with you. You know what I'm saying? I just choose to be me.
Right.
However, that shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? My education level shouldn't matter how you respect me, how you greet me. These different hotels and everything like that. I see and it is from us though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They wanna get a utmost little, you know what I'm saying? They wanna shuck and jive for these white customers and white patrons and guests and all of this. And then I walk in, oh well, I don't even get a nod. Nobody even speaks to me.
I don't know
like,
you. That's a black
Like,
people's favorite. I don't know you.
Okay.
We gotta show more
Like-
love to each other.
Some of my favorite
Across the
hotels
board.
and everything, the bus boys, the bellman, whatever. It's like, what? Like, they feel like you better than them because you're shopping there, giving service there, rather than working there. And it's not the case. Some people just be out on, you don't even know how much somebody saved up for weeks to come where you was at.
Right.
And now you acting funny because they not white. I mean, it's just crazy. It blows my mind how we do each other sometimes. And I'm at fault too, because, you know, I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, I've seen this in the service industry, black service, customer service versus the black customers, and it's like, what?
It's a bad stuff.
So-
I treat black people the same.
Moral of the story is,
We must love ourselves.
We must love ourselves. It starts with ourselves. for sure.
Ourselves. And it starts too, though, like I'm going to say it always. Y'all know me. I've been doing this for years. We must protect the black woman. We must start uplifting her, y'all. Like, I don't get it with us. We act like it's a problem praising black women. I'd rather praise a woman with hips than a dude in the sky.
Oh God.
I'm just saying, like, we got to stop doing. We got to. Every time we think of B and H's, we think of black women. Like, you got to
Yeah.
stop with the stigma, bro.
Like Trill said, like my man's Trill said, he said, we the only race who can't come together. Every race stick together 20 times harder than us. And that is a fact.
Another
You know
thing,
what
too,
I'm
with us, too, as black people, stop looking for handouts. If we got a business going on and we trying to get something pop, we can't give everybody special handouts. We can't give you credit. We can't give you deals. We trying to build.
Yeah.
When you come in my establishment, act like you're going into Gucci.
Yeah.
Buying something without a deal.
Yeah.
Act like you're going to go get some Louis Vuitton. Buying
Yeah.
something without a deal.
Yeah.
That's how we stick together. We got to start recycling our
Support, yeah.
dollar in our community.
That's the only way.
Stop letting it go out the community 6 hours later.
Yeah.
Last some weeks
Facts.
for us.
Facts.
We
But a
get
lot
mo-
of that comes into doing the research, though, to making sure that you're actually getting the most for your dollar. Because a
True.
lot of us, we will go places just not knowing or not feeling like we need to do more research. Where we could save a lot more money by just doing research and handling business the proper way.
Mhm.
And on top of that, take a few customer service classes, some business classes, because our customer service, you know what I'm saying, don't be the best.
But that's black people. But we love y'all.
It don't be the best.
We love y'all.
And tip black people like you tip white people, please.
Yeah, that too.
Y'all go out to restaurants and y'all give the white waitress the bill $100. Y'all giving her 30 or 40
It's
bucks.
not black and white.
That's how it goes though, bro. Like, we gotta understand. We'd be like, well, that's a black waitress. We just give her $10. We just give her $20. But we at a white establishment. We feel like we gotta prove that we ain't broke.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Most tip.
We gotta prove that we ain't broke. So here you go, $40.
You
You got a
nail on the
$60
car.
bill.
Yeah.
Come on,
Definitely.
man.
Definitely. So listen, we're gonna come back real
$60
quick.
bill.
We gotta take another break. You know what I'm saying? If you are a rapper, a singer, you know what I'm saying? This could be your music being played. But
For a fee.
since you ain't hitting us up, it ain't. We'll holler at y'all
For a
at
fee.
Black Magic 88.1 WHPR.
Period.
Where the heck is y'all getting flying ants from?
Oh, them niggas is-
They bother me. me.
All right, bro, you gotta play like 2 songs, bro.
Because I got to pee.
I need to get a cigarette too.
Where it goes? I killed one.
Can we pause for a while?
Hell no.
Well, ain't nobody gonna be in here.
So what? Let them watch.
Maybe wait for us to come back.
It's a commercial.
They can listen to the music.
Let them watch. They can listen to the music, right?
You got that. I want to pause.
Wait, where it go though?
Well, what goes?
This up, no.
What's up, Trill? We appreciate you, my baby.
Good look,
What's
kid.
going on, bro? You
Yo,
alright?
yo.
Man,
I gotta shout out. It's PJ's birthday tomorrow, so it's happy
Shout out to
PJ.
Young Pete
shout out to
Weezy.
PJ. That's
Rest in
my
peace.
dog.
Young Weezy.
That's my dog. Known him all his life. But listen,
Peter Weezy, my man.
Trill, and anybody that's trying to promote some music, man, edit your songs. I don't think you can say, you know how the radio edit your
Yeah,
stuff.
Trill, you need to get up
And
on
then
here.
like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm trying to kill it. For real. It's a flying ant. That's what that was. I'm trying to kill it for sure. homies more than
They love their homies.
So, yeah, for the night, we closing out. It's Black Magic. We just want to hear y'all thoughts. We're gonna continue this conversation on our Facebook discussion group. So make sure you're following us on Black Magic FM Facebook, the page and the group, because we're gonna pick up on this conversation. Was welfare created to destroy the black family? We've got lots of thoughts and opinions so far.
I agree with that, Trey. I agree with that one. I agree with that.
What you agree with?
Comment.
The comment?
I agree with
Juanita?
Yeah.
Get your music on.
Some of that we must stop, though. One second. Let's stop the unnecessary beef in our neighborhoods.
What's
we all
the
out
opposite?
here. Let's stop it. We all out here beefing with each other. We grew up with each other. We live right by each other. You know what I'm saying? We fighting for no reason.
Definitely feel that.
You know, everybody trying to get their music, everything going on, and we beefing with the own neighborhood. We must stop this nonsense. Ain't nothing wrong with sitting down and talking to your brother. That don't make you no punk. That don't make you weak. It makes you strong. So let's stop the nonsense.
That's the realest thing I heard today, man. That is the realest thing. We all get into it with each other over the pettiest things, and it can turn out to the biggest obliteration of what we need to do. Did I say the word right?
No.
I see the way.
Sorry.
We gonna argue with each other. That's a fact.
I didn't
We
say
can
the
argue
word
with
right.
each other, but we don't have to lead it to violence. You can have a strong conversation without leading to violence.
That is the realest thing that I've heard today. We is not crabs in a barrel. We gotta
Crabs
help
don't belong
each
in the
other.
barrel.
Yeah, they belong in my tummy. You hear me? Like, them things is good. But we gotta help each other out, man. Like, it is not worth it. We all know each other. We all been knowing each other, especially if you knew each other. For
Who y'all
forever.
talking about?
We're
All
not
black
talking.
people?
We're
Or
talking
Mount
about black
Clemens?
people and Mount Clemens
Mount Clemens, especially in
Mount
our
Clemens.
own neighborhood, Mount Clemens, we must stop the bull.
and Detroit.
You know
You know what I'm saying? All urban areas. Like, it
across
is
the United States. But
it's an epidemic on how, like, things can switch real quick, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a friend
Mental health.
that killed his cousin, man. You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
mamas.
Killed his cousin. Listen. I had a friend that killed his cousin, blood cousin, first cousin, all over some bull. You hear me? So
Mental
it don't even have to lay to that. All they had to do was talk. All we got to do is talk with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like this show, this is what we're trying to promote. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, though, mental health. We feel like
We
can
gotta
talk to
help each other out. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to talk to your man. Don't be scared to talk to your man.
And don't be afraid to leave comments on our discussion page either,
Yes.
because
Facts.
we are
We
really
all
reading your
comments.
comments. Obviously, they're too engaged in the comments on Facebook right now because it's you know, there's a lot to read. There's a lot y'all are saying, and we appreciate all of it. But until next week, we'll be back at you with another topic. Just make sure you follow us everywhere. You can tell Alexa listen to FM Detroit Radio. We on YouTube, Black Magic FM. We on Instagram, Black Magic FM. We on Facebook, Black Magic FM. We got a discussion group and a page. So
All
just
of
like
them.
and follow everything.
All of them. Hey, before y'all leave, y'all want to hear a joke? I got a joke.
Go ahead, Raw.
All right. Why didn't the toilet paper make it across the road? It got stuck in a crack.
Good night.
What?
Ah! What? That ain't funny.
Or it was raining.
I got another one. All right, I got another
No,
one. That
we
wasn't
gotta
funny.
go.
All right, I got another.
Thank y'all
Why
for tuning
didn't
in.
the witch? Hold on, bro.
Go ahead, Rob.
Why didn't the witch get pregnant by the warlock?
Didn't nobody want her.
He had a Halloweenie. Hey, this is Black Magic.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We be with y'all next Thursday at 8 o'clock. Y'all be easy. Shout out to the kings and queens. Shout out to my kids. Love y'all. Have a good day.
Yes, man.
It's like
Yes, man.
You was retarded.
mental health.
She's on.
Deliberately something wrong, y'all.
That was funny.
Yeah.
It's okay.
What is that, Chelsea? Stop doing that shit.
Right, talk.
What is it? That's like, it look like one of them
That's our
Scooby
start
Doo
off.
dances.
Whoa, that's our start off. Once you get the
I'm the realest nigga out here. I'm the realest nigga out
You
here.
had no blood spoons at that time. You could get this thing hard.
Look, it's a party.
Trail, don't never stop being 100, bro. Ever.
I need all y'all to get your music on here.
It smells like
Contact
Hennessy in
me.
here.
So y'all can have your stuff playing next week or the following week.
Hit up Nita.
Thursday at 8
I
o'clock.
heard it. It came from over here.
My sound-
Hey, nigga, that was you, nigga. Trying to do it.
Especially y'all Clemson artists.
Yeah, it's gonna clear the house out.
Everybody, we ain't doing none of that beat stuff. We ain't got time for that. We ain't part of it. We trying to just play music.
We
and
just trying to
things
get y'all
popping
out
for
there.
y'all.
We trying to get popping while y'all trying to get popping. We try to help each other. And y'all gotta look out for your own hood. We gonna look out for y'all. Y'all gonna look out for us. That's how we gonna do it. Okay, we done.
Did you,
Good night, guys.
Serious.